I'm having trouble finding my knife. Not gonna lie to you. Found it. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Bill Bush of DriveRangeHeroes.com, at Range Heroes on all of the major social media platforms. So make sure you go give me a follow and catch all the content there. This is, of course, That Range Life, a channel sometimes about golf. I'm gonna do it in order of the graphic this time. Make sure before you get started here, you go down below, you hit the like button because you're already down there. Do us that favor, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified every time you post a video. We post a video. You post a video, I post it. Whoever posts a video here on this channel, you'll get notified that it's up. Really appreciate it. It helps us out a ton. And tell a friend. Tell a friend while you're at it. All right, so got a set of irons today to unbox with you, and I'm pretty excited about this, largely because I feel like these guys have just blown up on the internet, and I mean, I'd say the last year, and they're not brand new. They've been around a bit, but it seems like Takomo irons were moving that direction of becoming popular, but then Wesley Bryan out on the PGA Tour, the Corn Ferry Tour, and Brian Bros fame on YouTube, put these in play, played pretty well with them, and a lot of people are taking notice. But Tacomo's another newer direct-to-consumer brand that's been a popular model in internet golf, especially. But apparently, they're making some really good stuff. So we're gonna find out for ourselves and see what we have in here from these guys. Okay. Bear with me here, cutting away from myself. They're packaging their clubs well, so they're nice and safe and arrival, but also makes for a lengthy unboxing because there's a lot of tape to cut. But I'm okay with that. I'd rather get my clubs in one piece for testing than have a quicker opening experience. And if you were making this investment into your new equipment, you want it to get to you nice and safe, right? Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, almost done here. Trying to cut away from myself as best as I can. I think we got it. We're going to close the knife off camera because I didn't do it in a safe fashion and I don't want to get ridiculed for it. Ooh. Wasn't this an experience? All right. So, yes, it is a set of irons, but also in here, check that out so the camera can focus in on it. A Tacomo Golf Company waffle towel. Never had too many of those. Set that over there. And this slick black hat. Thanks, Tacomo. I like this stuff. All right. So, let's get into the irons. Let's see what we have here. If they're what I expect them to be. Let me see if I can see a number on the bottom of this. Yep. Okay, it's a 9 iron. Yep, 9 iron. Set that here for a second. And this is a 4 iron, but that's not a great example for talking about. So let's check this one. This is a 6 iron. All right, perfect. All right, let me put that here. Let me get the rest of these irons down on the ground. So let's start here with what the 9 iron is. Nope, we're not going to do that. Let's start with the 6 iron, okay? The rubber band off, the bubble wrap, the plastic sleeve. I won't undo the grips. We'll talk about the grips later, but I don't need to take the plastic off for this video. And then, of course, the plastic wrap around the head. So, all right, here is the first club we're going to look at, the 6 iron. It's the 301 CB, the Tacomo 301 CB. All right, the 301 iron is available in two different options, but 3 configurations. You can get the 301 CB iron, so cavity. It's a forged blade, cavity back, perimeter weighted iron, or a muscle back option. So pure muscle back blade all the way through the set. 4 through pitching wedge. They don't offer 3 through pitching wedge. I don't believe you can get any configuration other than the 7 club 4 through pitch. So anyway, 301 CB like this, 301 MB the muscle back, or a combo set. So 4 through 7 cavity back, 8 through, I had to think about that for a second, 8 through pitch muscle back. Okay. And in my case, I went with the combo set. So cavity backs in the front half, muscle backs in the back. Either way, these are both the muscle back and the cavity back are designed for a better player. The cavity back is just going to be a little more forgiving, a little easier to get the ball um, up in the air, give you a little help in the MOI department, meaning it's going to be less prone to twist at impact, helping you keep the face square on its target and whatnot. Um, Probably isn't going to add a ton of spin in a blade configuration, having that perimeter weighting, but the sweet spot will be a little more generous and less pea size like a forged muscle back. So that's the advantage of the cavity back. And now let's just real quick open the muscle back here. And just see if we can see the differences. I feel like I always just throw this stuff around when I do this, but my garbage can's right here. I should show you it sometime. It's a classic from my childhood that I've kept for nostalgic reasons. Might as well just throw the garbage right there. So there is the muscle back. And I don't know how well it'll come on the camera here, but I can always pop pictures in comparison. And you can see pretty basic, subtle blade. And then there's just a little milled out, I'm assuming milled out, maybe it's stamped out, but based on there's some lines across here, there's definitely milling happening, so I bet you they milled out the cavity for the cavity back. But the profiles are generally similar, just one has a little more perimeter weighting to it, and one's just a pure muscle back. Okay, muscle back, a little lower trajectory. The center of gravity created by that cavity and the cavity back is going to be lower in the head, whereas in the muscle back it'll be up more, so a more penetrating, piercing flight in theory. A lot of that's going to come down to the shaft in your golf swing, let's be honest. So, regardless, muscle back or cavity back, they're forged from a soft S20C steel. I'm assuming the C in that stands for carbon. Do I have any magnets? Yeah, here's a head cover. Let's see if no, it sticks to it. So, wait, carbon it would stick to, right? I always forget that. Stainless steel, the magnet wouldn't stick. That's how you tested your counterfeit Scotty Camerons back in the day. Yeah, so carbon steel it should stick. And if I'm wrong, it's just another magnetic steel. My apologies. But soft steel, forged, single piece. Okay, so just a tried and true stamped. That's what forging is, right? Stamped piece of steel into a clean looking blade. Pretty traditional lofting. I believe the pitching wedge is like 47 degrees and the 4-iron is 23 degrees. So that's pretty traditional for a blade. Heads, it's thin top line, minimal offset. And I'm looking at the 9-iron, so the 9-iron's usually not going to have a ton of offset, especially in a better player's club. So let's look at the 6-iron. Same thing, minimal offset in it, really nice thin top line. Pretty classic in terms of length from heel to toe, but it's also not just like a tiny stubby squared blade either. So I think there's a little more contemporary blade size, I would say. It's just not super super tiny, but it's definitely a more compact head that's going to be appealing to a better player as opposed to the guy who's looking for a game improvement club that induces a ton of confidence behind the ball. Okay. KBS Tour shafts, that is the only stock option they were showing. So they offer it from regular stiff to X as well, I believe. But I got the KBS Tour stiff here. Stock grip is a lambkin crossline. And then you're looking at a set of these 4 through pitch, as I mentioned, for about 650 bucks. So, assuming I'm going to find out, we're going to put them to the test and let you know how it goes. Assuming these are pretty good and feel good and perform well, $650 for a good looking forged blade is never a bad deal. So that's the advantage of the direct to consumer model here in the modern day of golf, and it's ultra competitive. It's an expensive sport, so companies doing stuff like this can't argue with it. It's a nice advantage going around in that business. So we're gonna find out. I'm gonna see if these are as good as Wesley Bryan and all the other cool guys on the internet are saying that Tacomo irons are. I'd be lying to you if I told you. I wasn't excited about it. I'm very, very excited to see how good they are. And yeah, that's about it. Clean looking iron. Credit to them. It's very nice, very simple, and that's a good thing. That's what I want to see in a player's blade. All right. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Bill Bush from DriveRangeHeroes.com. And like I said, go follow me at Range Heroes on any preferred platform. This is at Range Life, a channel sometimes about golf. Go down below, hit subscribe, hit the bell, do all those things. Really appreciate it. Leave a comment if you've hit Tacomo stuff before, have any experience with it. Love to hear about it. Really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.